So this is how we sit. 4 games of the season left. We're sitting second, 8 points behind. So unless Copenhagen fall apart, it's not going to happen. But rules, because we did lose a European spot because we sucked in Europe. Hopefully, we'd have improved it a little bit. So that's good. That'll be interesting to see. So nobody gets into the Champions League proper. We get the playoff path as the top winner. So it's not happening. Okay? UEFA Champions League path, second qualifying round. So if we want Champions League football next season, second is the place we need to be. We have to get second. Third is straight into the Europa League. To be honest, although it was spectacular, this is not me being defeatist, although this was a spectacular, one of my favourite ever European runs I've ever done in any Football Manager, YouTube or not. It was just so much fun. I'm not sure if we can repeat that just yet. So I would be, honestly, happy as long as we get into the Europa League group stage, the league phase or whatever it is. I don't want some dodgy play-in that could, a little slip-up could mean we just don't even get European football. So, honestly, I'd be okay with third. It's not defeatist. I think Europa League is kind of where we're at. And I actually think, based on Champions League this season, we could do pretty well in the Europa League. I think we can go deep. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back. We've been on a decent little run of form. We beat the 2 that we should beat before the Championship group, 2-1 and 3-0. And nice to see mixing the goals up as well. But then we got into the Championship group, smashed AGF 1-0. It's a smash. Smashed them. 58th minute corner. That's what we like. And then we had a couple of decent draw. This is a good draw against Copenhagen. A 1-1 with Van Riel getting the goals. And Silkeborg, we got another 1-1. Big Fat Middies, we lost 2-1. That's probably the most disappointing, poor performance, especially because we got an early goal. But Nordsland, who are them and AGF are the sort of worst teams by a distance in this group phase already. Frankowski and Sippy getting himself a couple of goals. And then we beat AGF again. They've got to hate us at the moment, our arch rivals. And finally, who I thought would have more impact this season, Pisky got himself a cheeky little brace, as does Van Riel, for a 4-1 victory. So, 4 games left. We've got 4th, then we've got 1st at home, then we've got 3rd away. So that should be winnable. Nordsland is not a banker, but it's 3 points. And I think I want top 3. I'll take Champions League. I don't remember if in the Champions League playing group, if you lose, you go into the Europa League. We'll worry about that. But we're just, much like Ange Postecoglou, I'm here to win games. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? The rest is indifferent. Now, I've been having a think. We have 40 million quid in the bank. I've just spent £9 million on increasing the, where are we, board? The facilities, 5 and 7 months, more facilities. We're building this club into something special. I think at some stage, I know we're getting the stadium done at some point in the future. Hopefully we'll know at the end of this what's going on. Still in the planning stage for an expansion. I'm hopeful that that's just going to be done. But that put us up to 20,000. I think we can go bigger, but we're going to need a lot of money for that. I want a transfer budget this season to actually spend that's more than £4.4 million. We've got a good young team that's developing nicely, and I think we can do something special with this club. My other thought, Van Riel has had a very good season. I'm thinking of putting Ken as the attacking midfielder, potentially, or at least having that as more of an option, because he's an incredible passer with the ball. He's off the ball's great, his vision's great, his passing is great. He still has the finishing. We still want him to bag loads. We want him to be a bag man, if you will. But up top, I want an option that's just a bit better in the air. I think even though we're trying to play low balls, you still see plenty of crosses. I want somebody that's a bit more well-rounded. This guy is like pace and finishing. And although we are playing a sort of semi-counter-attacking system, I would like to have a bit more height in there, a bit more physicality in there. Somebody can hold the ball up a little bit rather than knock the ball past opponents. Like, I feel like this guy suits maybe picking it up a little bit deep and driving at people. So, as good as Ken has been, I think that might be a shout, unless we just like lose him for £25 million and the board just accept it. He's got no release clause. He's got 2 years left on his deal. So there is quite a few wanted players. I think that might be the option, or at least, like I said, having the option to do that. Van Riel's been unreal this season, but having the option that we can go, okay, right, let's do this and see how we go. 60th minute, it's not working. Bring on somebody. Not target. I'm not talking Peter Crouch here. I'm talking about like a well-rounded player. Something that's decent in the air but can do the other stuff. Right. This is actually probably, might be the most crucial game of the season. We're only 3 points ahead of. So I think a draw here is okay. I have changed the tactic. I forgot to tell you. I've changed the tactic a little bit. I've moved to the wingers up to the attacking wing, but I've dropped them to support. I've also made the ball-winning midfielder on defend, just so he doesn't get too far up the pitch when we're attacking and just leave too much of a gap there. I want him to just hold, essentially. Just chase around, little terrier, just get into him. Right, we do need AGF to do us a favour, so if they could score, like these two teams are just like, it's almost a negative that they got into this top six for them, because they know they can just get beaten every week. It's tricky for those two. But we are developing well as a team. If we look at our wage budgets, I think Copenhagen are the top. Frankowski, lucky. Top earners at about 22.5 million. We are about 10. So we're like the 5th biggest wage in the league. So we're drastically overperforming still. But we need to make the step up. Okay, Van Riel is a little bit knackered. It's not exactly how I'm trying him as a complete forward as well, but we'll see that. All right, Nyman can come on. Advance forward, sir. All right. This is still a good performance, boys. We don't mind it. Where's me tea? Thank you for the lovely messages about Molly, by the way. Sadly, Molly passed away a couple of days ago. She had short illness. Go on, Pisky. Okay. Nice. She had a short illness, and she was with my ex. So if you don't know, Curly is my ex, and they're her cats, but obviously I had them for like 10 years. And she sent me a message just saying that short illness is kind of it's horrible, but it's kind of the way you'd want it to go. A short illness. And Curly felt like, there was trouble, and she stayed with her the night, and she literally passed away in her arms, woke up, had a cuddle, and then just went. It's kind of, if you had to pick, that's the way you'd want it to go. But thank you for the kind messages. It's still absolutely horrible. Go on, Franny. Unlucky. Frankowski's finding a little bit of form again. Ken's playing a 7.2. Lucky Yockers. It's interesting this season that Yocker and Kim have become my main two. Dusan was my big hope. And he hasn't started for a while. He's been playing poorly. I probably should make some subs at some point, I feel like. Shane just to freshen up the ball in midfield because he has to do a lot of running. Let's give early. Yeah, let's just the back four. I'm always reticent to substitute off defenders, just unless they're just playing crap or yellow cards. I'm like, stay with it. Oh, go on, get a second. Jokkinen's a beast in the air as well, so he's more of a danger from corners. Kim, where you going? Oh, what are you doing there, Kim? A little wander. Gusto, lovely ball forward. Hansen, good ball across. Nyman, he's offside. Pissing pants. this has been one of my favourite clubs ever. I don't know what it is. Not that we've been overly successful. It's not just because we've done really well so far. I like the team. I like the players. I like the setup. It's sort of... It's par-baked bread. You know, the stuff you get in the Sainsbury's, and then you're just like... stick in the oven for 10 minutes and you feel like you're actually getting proper fresh bread. It's really not, but like, you feel like it feels like, with just a bit of work, this club we could make this a dominant team. We are working on our... He's offside, isn't he? He's miles off. Oh, what a save, Pavel. I'm working on I think it's the final coaching badge. That's a massive win, boys. Well done. Did Copenhagen win? The AGF do us a little favour. It is Arsenal Spurs, isn't it? Did they do us a favour, or did they Spurs it? Clicking on buttons, I think. Oh! All right, 3 games left. 6 points in it. Well, if they lost 2 and we won 2, we'll probably have a better goal difference. Okay. Imagine if they bottled it. I'm still scouting every good young Danish player in the world. I would like to try and, as much as I want to build this an amazing team, I still would like as many homegrown talents as possible. And I'm happy to pay a bit more just to get more homegrowners in. Right, who we got next? We're playing Copenhagen, right? Okay. At home, beat them, and they're going to be wobbly. Surely they're going to start... Oh, this will be good. So, if Copenhagen beat us today, they win the title in our place, which we can't have happening. I've checked their fixtures. They're both home games, which is annoying, but they are playing 3rd and 4th rather than the 2 crappies. So, there's a little chance there. But we just beat them. We just beat them today. The team is fit. It's raring to go. We are playing some lovely football. Campos, other than old Camps. Right, I think he's better as a ball-winning midfielder support because he's not the most offensively sound. He's decent going forward as well, so I'm not sure if that's the role. Right, I'll give Ken another game at complete forward. He's not really a complete forward. He's got no jumpy balls. Okay. Come on. Don't let them win. A draw, whatever. Just don't let them win the title in our backyard. Because we have to literally give them the trophy, right? Because it's ours currently. Ooh, not bad little effort. Come on, boys. And the change in tactic is mainly down to the fact that now we're becoming a very good team. Teams are just sort of sitting back a little bit against us. And if we're just sitting back too much, it just nullifies the entire game. What a name is that? Kvistgard! So I want us to just push on a little bit. They've got some great names. It's not a bad ball in. Jokinen, you don't beat him in the air. Frankowski, come on, Frank. Not bad, Pisky. Big floaty one. See, like, it's a good effort, and he's offside. But other than that, that's where I think you could... Just a big man. Just a big man. This is a good start, though, boys. He's got really good possession. I'm feeling positive, boys. I'm feeling positive. They're probably playing for a draw. It makes sense from their part. Nicholas and Songard. Good on, Kim. I think he's on. Oh, that's terrible. Keeper. Yes, Pavel. All right, one big chance. All right, Yockers. Fancy this, Yockers. Kim. But go on, Pisky again. He's come good at the end of the season. The Swedish under-21 international with his 4th goal of the season. And suddenly, Copenhagen are looking over their shoulders. Only a little bit, like a quick quick glimpse, right? But they are. Very good first half. Right. And I do know, for those put in the comments about the fact the team talks were over 2 legs because the Chelsea players were upset because I'd said well done. It's still well done. 9-4 against Chelsea is still all right. I was quite happy with that. Right, anybody slipping up? AGF are sort of pulling out another result potentially here. They're doing us some huge favour. Cheers, AGF. They've got a couple of youngsters as well, and I do like the idea of stealing players. We've already done it once. Stealing players from our arch rivals. Because it's so belittling, isn't it? It's like, oh, you got a good youth player. Well, come over to the big team then. Have you seen our new youth facilities? Youth facilities. They got gold plated. Okay. Not the best ball. Yockers though. Frankowski. And maybe this is unfair. Let me know if I'm being unfair. Frankowski, I'm not 100% sold. Like, I like him. Don't get me wrong. Great diving head of that. Block it. Oh, that's so lucky. Do we? AGF are winning. AGF are... Okay, we might as well go for it then. I still could get third. Is the point that important here? 57. I'm going for it. Let's go for it. Like, I like Yockers. Oh, Kim's playing so well, but he's absolutely shattered. Andreas, no, Dusan, he's been good. He was good for us. Maybe not this season or ever. But Frankowski's just sporadic. And he likes shooting, even though I'm literally telling him to take less shots. He does love a shot. I can't be... I can't be... I feel like I'm being a bit harsh on him, maybe. How much is he worth? Yeah. If he was worth like 15 million, then I might be tempted in the summer. Right. Hugo's an advanced forward. I'm going to try Ken out as a shadow striker. He's like the perfect shadow striker. Hugo. Cornelius can come on for some fresh legs. I think you stay supportive. You go attacking. And we push this up a little bit. Go. Yeah, I don't. Maybe one day we upgrade Frankowski, but I don't think we're there yet. We're not that good. Come on. We've peppered them. I'm assuming it looks... Yeah, 11 long shots is a little bit too much. But they're sitting there playing for the draw, little scummers. So the title's not done, right? They have to lose both their last games. No, it's still a good result. Copenhagen have probably deserved it this season on the passage of play. Like, overall, I think they've been the better team. We went through a couple of little ruts where we didn't do as well. I knew they'd bounce back this season. But the fact that we've had I would say not an off season, but definitely not as good as last season, and we're still there or thereabouts at the end of the season, bodes well, because this summer the club are going to give me actual money, not 4 million, at least 10 million to spend, and I'm going to spend it. We're going to invest, and we're going to go big. Right, on to the last 2 games then. I'll see you next time for when we win both, and for some weird reason, Copenhagen lose both their last home games. Look, their form is terrible. They haven't won in 3. It's terrible. See you next time. Bye-bye.